morning, students. Welcome to SST, So Simple Tutorial. My dear students, in the previous class, we read about the Rowlatt Act, Jallianwala Bagh incident, and the Khilafat movement. We had also read that Mahatma Gandhi got the go-ahead signal for the non-cooperation movement by the Congress. We will continue our story from here. Okay. Let us understand the term non-cooperation first. The term by itself is self-explanatory. Non-cooperation means not to cooperate or refuse to cooperate. So the movement that Gandhiji is going to lead now will basically be refusal to cooperate with the government in any manner. Hind Swaraj is a book written by Mahatma Gandhi. Let us see what Mahatma Gandhi says in his book. Mahatma Gandhi declared that British rule was established in India with the cooperation of Indians and had survived only because of this cooperation. If Indians refused to cooperate, British rule in India would collapse within a year and Swaraj would come. After reading this paragraph, you may say, we are trying to drive the Britishers out. How are we cooperating? See, the British traders are selling foreign goods or clothes. Are we not buying or using them? This is what he means when he says we are cooperating. They opened schools. The schools are running because we are sending our children there. Are we not cooperating? There are Indians who have joined police, who have joined army. Are we not cooperating? So his point is that since we are doing all these things, that means we are cooperating. And that is the reason why the British rule is surviving here. If we stop cooperating, that is, stop buying foreign goods, clothes, or stop going to schools or colleges, stop attending the court, the British rule would collapse. In other words, Gandhiji wanted Indians to withdraw from every activity that sustained the British government and economy in India, including British industries and educational institutions. And that is what we will see happening when the non-cooperation movement begins. So how the program will unfold itself? Non-cooperation movement. It was proposed that it would unfold in stages. Stage number 1. It was decided to begin with the renunciation of titles like Sir that Indians had received from the British government. Tagore had already renounced his knighthood. Gandhiji also returned his Kaisar-e-Hind medal. Let us see what happens in stage 2. In stage 2, it was decided to boycott legislative councils, educational institutions, courts, army, police, and foreign goods. Boycott means to refuse to buy a product or take part in an activity as a way of expressing strong disapproval. In Hindi, we call it Bahishkar karna. Stage 3. In the last stage, people were asked not to pay any taxes to the government. Since the government did not look after the welfare of the people, it had no right to collect taxes. Now, in the Congress session at Nagpur in December 1920, Gandhiji got the green signal to go ahead with his program. So, the non-cooperation movement began in January 1921. Various social groups participated in this movement. All of them responded to the call of Swaraj. We shall read the topic here under 3 different heads. Movement in the towns, rebellion in the countryside, and Swaraj in plantations. So let us begin with the movement in the towns. The movement started with the middle class participation in the cities. Thousands of students left government controlled schools and colleges and joined national schools and colleges that had sprung all over the country. The school that were run by the nationalists were called national schools. It was at this time that Kashi Vidyapit, Jamia Millia Islamia of Aligarh and Gujarat Vidyapit had come into existence. Headmasters and teachers resigned. Hundreds of lawyers, including Chittaranjan Das, Motilal Nehru, Rajendra Prasad, Sardar Patel, gave up their legal practice. The council elections were boycotted in most provinces except Madras. In Madras, Justice Party was the main political alternative to the Nationalist Congress Party. This party, Justice Party, was opposed to Brahmins. It represented the interests of non-Brahmins. That means Justice Party represented the interests of non-Brahmins. Since the Brahmins dominated Congress Party, which was boycotting the elections, Justice Party felt that this was the right time to enter the council and gain power. Foreign goods were boycotted, liquor shops were picketed, and foreign clothes were burnt in huge bonfires. Khadi soon became a symbol of freedom. Do you understand picketing? Okay, look at the new words. Picket means a form of demonstration or protest by which people block the entrance to a shop, factory, or office. That is how you know you harm a business. That is how you prevent the business from operating normally. So, this was bound to have an impact on economy. The import of foreign clothes halved between 1921 and 1922. If you see in terms of value, it dropped from rupees 102 crores to rupees 57 crore. Since the foreign clothes were boycotted, the production of Indian textile mills and handlooms went up. But then the movement could not sustain for long and started to slow down in cities. Poor people could not boycott mill clothes for long because they could not afford khadi clothes. Khadi was more expensive compared to mill-made clothes. Secondly, there was absence of enough alternate Indian institutions and they were slow to come. So the students and teachers began joining back the government schools and lawyers joined back work in government courts. Students, let me stop here now. I hope you have understood 1. The meaning of non-cooperation, 2. The stages of non-cooperation, and thirdly, the movement that took place in the towns. We also see in the last part the economic impact of the movement. You can see few questions here that has been asked in the board exams previously. Students, now you should be able to answer these questions. 1. Who was the author of Hind Swaraj? This was asked as 1 mark question in 2020. 2. How did non-cooperation movement start with participation of middle class people in the cities? Explain its impact on the economic front. This has come as 5 mark questions in 2018. 3. Explain briefly any 3 economic effects of non-cooperation movement. This question has come as 3 marks question in 2009. So you can well understand the importance of the topic discussed today. Now you read your textbook and allow me to leave. In the next class, we will discuss the remaining part of the same unit. Till then, keep reading and have a nice time. Thank you.